You're watching TVC Breakfast. Let's get into our next discussion now. Now, the development of any country requires the participation of both men and women. Now, it is expected that both men and women should have equal rights and opportunities to participate fully in all aspects and at all levels of political processes. But in practice, women face challenges, and the number of women in leadership and decision-making positions remain low. And that's despite the fact that gender equality in political participation is a fundamental aspect of modern democratic governance. But how can women assert their rights, participate in politics, and take up leadership positions? I have in the studio to discuss this the National Deputy Chairman, Association of Local Government Vice Chairman of Nigeria. She is also the Vice Chairman, Ikorodu Local Government Area, Honorable Princess Folashade Olabanji. Oba. It's good to have you join me this morning.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Good morning.
Great. And we also have the Lagos State Coordinator, Bola Tinubu Support Organization, Risi Sanusi. It's good to have you join me this morning. Welcome.
Good morning.
Great. Now, the issue of women in leadership, women taking roles of decision making has been on the front burner for years now. When it comes to the capacity of the woman to perform, it is never in doubt, and because women have proven themselves one way or the other. But the challenges that we see them face, that they're not as visible when it comes to in the boardroom and all of that, they're the realities that we see. Honorable Folashade, can you talk to us about some of these challenges you think that ladies or women face?
Oh, wow. I think my first word would be women need to just get involved.
Okay.
The numbers, obviously not encouraging, but you can't give what you don't have. If we don't have more of us actually participating in the space, when it comes to time of screening or whatever for those positions, then they're not, they're not there. So, but we're not where we need to be, but we're not where we used to be.
Exactly.
Yeah, either.
I like that.
It's an ongoing process, work in progress, and I want to say that it's getting better. It's just that a lot of us need to fully take charge. Now, we had a lot of cultural baggages, anxieties, fears, insecurity, even legislatives, and party politics as well. But a lot of the parties now are actually making their policies gender-friendly towards women, to where it makes it a lot easier for us to actually participate. I can talk for my party, All Progressive Congress, obviously. For the men, they get to pay, let me start with the fees. They get to pay the full, women pay half, then you've got a quota system also being, in some areas, being used. So little things here and there, I know it's at least to give us a little cushioning that we can do it. Naturally, women were multitasking, passionate, anything we put our heart to. But being given the chance to do it is actually the issue.
All right. Now, let me take it from the being given the chance to do it. Now, you see, the point there is the concept of being given the chance. Political office, a lot of people see that responsibility as bragging right on one hand, and also people see from different perspectives. But the point there is, going into a political office and you want to be given the responsibility or the chance to participate, is that where the challenge is, especially when we're seeing it from the perspective where it seems women are waiting to be given the chance to participate?
I think women need to understand that they need to take the bold steps. Okay. Because if you're not given the chance, does that mean you're going to sit on the side? No. And we need to have that understanding. And that is why women need to, there is this saying about breaking the glass ceiling, and women are saying, more women nowadays, they're qualified, even in their vocational trade, they know their onions very well. So if you know that you're capable and you come out, I believe, start with women supporting women. And from there on, men will do it. If women support women, your husband supports you, your community supports you, you get in there. And this is what we mean, about changing the narratives in my movement, Bola Tinubu Support Organization. The fact is that you've got to be seen, you've got to be heard. And once you prove yourself, nobody can stop you. I'm a living example. I mean, nobody's heard of me, but here I am today. I'm the Lagos State BTSO State Coordinator. And I've been in politics for about 10 years now, in the background, but I am here today because I know that I am capable. And at the same time, women need to have an understanding that being given the chance, you need to be qualified as well. The fact that you pushed him because I have a godfather doesn't speak well when you're talking about gender equality. If you qualify, you're a professional, then nobody really will say to you, get out.
You won't be a pushover.
Yes.
Now, Honorable, but the point there is, she mentioned something, women supporting women. Talk to us from that. I see you're smiling. But talk to us from that window. Women supporting women. Because if you see on the day of election, for instance, if I have to pick that as an example, the number of people on the lines to vote, we have more women to a great extent in parts of the country coming out, being patient under the sun, under the rain, with even some people not eating for a whole day to ensure that they drop their votes in there. So it means they wield a lot of influence on how the votes swing. But when it comes to the candidates that are coming out, if the name is Cynthia or if you don't see that, that rallying round. Talk to us from that window.
I think I want to believe that is all a thing of the past. It had to do with our hormones and DNA.
Okay.
But just because you're a woman does not earn you a ticket, okay? There's more that goes into it. And I think a lot more need to be done in actually getting the woman ready based on merit, okay? Most times now, a lot of us have to do more work than the men to be even seen or being trusted with that position of authority. But that is, I want to believe that is in the past. And that's why I said that my boss used to say, power is not served a la carte. You've got to work it. You've got to earn it. You've got to really allow people to feel that, with you around them, then they are in safe hands. Not just because you're a pretty face or whatever. It's got to be the brain and everything altogether characterized. And you must add value. You must be a good value adder. But when you talk about women not really supporting one another, you've got all those things. But it's not just women. The political terrain is not always your regular, sometimes can be very hostile. Not just because you're a woman or you're a man. It is what it is. So, but being prepared, gives you that strength that, I'm here. And I'm here for good. I'm here to stay. I'm here to make a difference positively. And so, whatever comes along, you are able to obviously overcome it.
All right. Now, Risi, I know that the concept or the idea of women supporting women, if that really happens, women come together, put their minds together, hands together, resources together, the men will not see their back. Oh.
That's so true.
Aha,
That
fine.
is, that is so true.
Because the number, and in fact, like when we were in student union within the schools and all of that, any candidate the women or the girls support, automatically you win. And for instance, every brand or product now that is sold, the ones that women like, is sold out. You know, so talk to us from that window, because it looks like if these women come together, we are in trouble.
No, you see,
I'm just kidding.
I know men, you know that everything a woman touches, it can only be successful. And because women have the willpower, the determination, the commitment to go further, you know, they go beyond the norm. They think outside the box. And in anything, a woman will not dabble into what she doesn't want to do, you know. And because of that, when a woman comes, you know, out and say, oh, I'm going to go into politics, she will have thought about it. You know, she knows that she's going for the long haul. And from that angle, nothing is going to stop her. Nothing is going, the society only have to just support her. She's already adding value in the home. You know, she's made the home a success. You know, so now she wants to make her community a success, her environment a success, her society a success, her state is success, and her nation is success. So why should she be stopped? Why? The evidence is there. You know, we're talking about the theory of change. We have that in our organization. You know, women work smart, you know, and capital SMART, you know. Women are very specific. You know, we measure our outcomes. We know what we're looking for. We know that we're result-oriented.
Yeah, talk to us, Reese, before we're looking at the time. Talk to us from the perspective of your organization, the Bola Tinubu Support Organization, what you're doing differently and trying to change the narrative.
What we're doing differently is that we have our mission, we have our aims and objectives, and we're inviting everybody. We're an egalitarian movement, meaning that we believe that support for everyone in the society has to be equal. We have our equal opportunities policy, we have our terms of engagement, you know, and we have the fact that everybody needs to come together to make a difference in their community. You don't all need to be in politics, but wherever you are, make a difference, change the narratives, be in it to win it. Those are our slogans, you know, win it for yourself, win it for your children, win it for your community, win it for the nation, and win it globally, so that when they're watching us as it is there now, they know what we're doing. Right. And that's what Bola Tinubu Support Organization stands for. We have training. We team up with United States Mission, United Nations Women Program. So we've seen people like Pauline Tallinn. She got her training from there, and I think thereafter she was Minister for Science and Technology. Then she was nominated to be Deputy Governor of Plateau State. So we have training, you know, for our women, you know, even for our youth. You know, we support the youth as well, because we know the youth, they love women. You know, we're their mothers anyway, so they love us, you know. And my organization does not joke, you know, with women. I mean, recently our national coordinator is Abubakar Kuso. He during the Kano NLC, Nigerian Labour Congress, on Workers' Day, you know, there is a woman, Amputi Khadijat Umar. You know, the organization, the movement they've given her to support her with modern artificial limbs, you know, and that's a start. And we have programs as well, you know, within the 57 local government in Lagos State, you know, that we're doing, you know, we're going to embark upon, so that within our community, politics is local, you know, change the narratives within our community, make a difference within our community. BTSO is all over the 36 states of Nigeria, including the FCT. So we're making noise now, and just not any noise, you know, noise that matters, noise that produces results, noise that know that, you know what, it cannot be business as usual. That's not what we stand for. We're going forward, we're not going backward.
So it's looking forward to a better society as a whole, generally. Now, yes. Honorable, but the point there is, when it comes to organizations like this and trying to touch people, like this statement she made that politics is local. it is the people themselves, because you're connecting not to trees or to data on paper, you're connecting to the real human beings who matter and make the numbers and all of that.
Yeah.
How can we begin to change the narrative when it comes to moving people to that space of development for society?
Well, every politics, she said, is local, which is also what I believe in, but it's also a numbers game. So relating in your community, you know, wherever you are, being the best of you to where it radiates, it goes outside that community. And, you know, for me, it's a people's project. It's all about the people. The people must win. So when you're with them, you be a good listener. You obviously can see you are also a hands-on person, okay, to where when you see something that needs to be fixed, you're quickly, you know, you fix it. So like on the gender one, you know, we call our governor he for she, okay, because he realized the power that women have. He has a heart, okay? He feels, and all of us, we can easily relate. And because of that, you see a lot of good things. I mean, Lagos is the center of excellence. Every other state wants to emulate. But it starts with the leadership. The leadership knows that the women were special, were unique, and we must be treated. And so when you invest in the women, the nation can only benefit out of it, because obviously the youths, the men, I mean the husband, we take care of everybody. So and really the development that goes on in the community as well is better translated. Okay, so an educated woman, we obviously educate her child, educate the community, and it can only be a win-win situation, you know, at the end of the day.
All right, Risi, I'm looking at the time. We are almost all right now. Talking about women as we round off now, where do you see things? Because Honorable Boba said earlier that the narrative is changing, and also from what you're saying, the narrative is changing. So, what's the prospects? What are we projecting? What are we looking at when it comes to making things different in the future?
Well, already, you know, we have the local government election coming up. Already you can see the billboards full of women. Women are not shy anymore. You know, they are not afraid, you know, before because of intimidation, you know, sexist, you know, remarks, you know, they don't want to come out. Now it doesn't mean anything to them because they want to serve their country. They have that sense of engagement. And don't be surprised, you know, sooner or later, you may have a women president, but that's not what we're looking.
No, of course, it will come. It will come.
That's the target. You know, it's been done in other countries. You know, I think New Zealand in the 1980s, because the narrative changed. You have a woman Labour Party leader, and then you had a woman leader, and then another woman became the finance minister. It's going to happen. And
even right now, we have a woman. Prime Minister there too. All right, we have to leave you here now. Thank you so much, Risi Sanusi, the Lagos State Coordinator of Bola Tinubu Support Organization. We appreciate you for coming.
Thank you for having me.
Thank you so much. And Princess Folashade Olabanji Oba, thank you so much for coming as well.
Thank you, sir.
I really appreciate you.